Same thing with me. Um, and then time went by, and of course, I stopped dealing with that crazy dude and whatever, whatever. Years went by, and I got tired of all of the foolishness in terms of dating. I just got tired of it. I got tired of myself, quite honestly. I was sick of me because the common denominator in all of this was me, right? And that's just real. Some people, you have to sit back. If you're having all of these crazy relationships and that are failing, you have to sit back and say, well, hello, I'm the common denominator. What's going on with me? So I finally did that, and had my come to Jesus moment, and I was like, it's him. He's the one. He has been in love with me all of these years, and I know it. He's been the best friend you could ever have, the best just everything. And I remember I prayed to God and I said, change my mind. And he did. So I write this long letter to him saying all of these things about pretty much all of this, right?
Yeah.
Saying all of these things and sent him this letter. And I waited a while. And then when I didn't hear from him, I don't remember if I texted him or emailed him or what. It was like, hey, I sent you a letter. Did you get it? He's like, yes. I've been, trying to take some time, get back to you, wanted to gather my thoughts. Okay. So I don't remember, honestly, if he sent me a letter or if we talked. I want to say we talked. I want to say he called me and we talked. And he told me that he had found a woman that he was in love with and that was in love with him. And it's kind of that.
That's how it happens.
And I was heartbroken. I was absolutely heartbroken.
Yeah.
But I couldn't blame anybody but myself. And I went through a lot of different things. Now, again, we're friends to this day. We've worked through all this, come to terms with this. He has a fantastic wife, fantastic family. I have my fantastic husband and family. So we worked through all those things, and that's because we were honestly such good friends. You know what I mean? That we genuinely have always just had a great friendship. It wasn't a thing of I was just trying to keep him, quote, in my back pocket for later. We were just genuinely good friends. And so that's how we were able to make it through that and it not get weird and us just, fall apart. Because I think that's what happens too. Once somebody shoots their shot and, they get shot down, you just kind of back away because now it's weird. It's like, now it's weird. I can't even look at you, can't even talk to you, kind of thing. But yeah.
But I think that there's a positive to the friend zone too. I think that having the ability to put people in the friend zone is healthy because you really got to know what you're looking for, but you need to understand what's going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you really got to understand. I guess it comes with experience, Lisa. Like I suppose, you're married now. So obviously when you had the opportunity, you took advantage of it. Like you must have learned something from the lesson because you didn't put Michael in the friend zone. You got him and you said, hey, here we go.
We were friends first, but I didn't. But
it was different because it wasn't like the friend zone. The friend zone is not you just being friends first. It was, okay, we're friends, but we know there's a mutual attraction.
Yeah.
And we know that we both are entertaining the idea of a relationship. The friend zone is more of, I know that you are petitioning for a relationship, but not me. I'm good. I'm good, but, and so, but you do have to, because for example, I've had an opportunity to date, a couple of women that were just friends for me for a while. We were only friends, but the subject matter came up of us dating and I had to say no because I knew. And Lisa, I'm just going to be honest with you. What has made me put some people in the friend zone has been a variety of reasons. One of them has been weight. Another one has, and honestly, and I don't mean to bash, I'm not bashing anybody for weight or anything of that nature, but I just know what I'm attracted to and what I'm not. And weight has been an issue for me because, especially when you're unhealthy, You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear that you are, you walking up the stairs, but you're out of breath. Okay. You sitting down on the couch. Sorry, there's a loud motorcycle. Good gracious.
I had the dryer going off like it's halftime.
Yeah. You sitting down on the couch and I just start hearing you breathe like real hard. What the freak is going on? You're just sitting down. You're not doing anything else. You're just sitting down. And honestly, Lisa, when it comes to love making, what you supposed to do for me?
Yeah.
What you supposed to do for me? Am I going to be the one doing all the work? Because I don't want to do that. I don't want that to be my reality. I don't want that to be what I have to face. I'm not saying that I'm a physically fit, model who's traveling the world showing my body off, but I can breathe. And I'm going to need you to be able to at least breathe, because otherwise I know what this is going to be. Mm-hmm. I know that when we connect romantically and we have sex, I'm going to be working overtime because it's going to be about you. What can you do for me besides oral sex? Not tell me that. I do not want to hear about that, because I don't just want that. I want way more than just oral sex. So if I cannot, and I know this is being hugely transparent, but people need to hear this because this is a real topic. And again, I like thick women. Now, don't get me wrong, but if you're unhealthy, you got high blood pressure, you get hot because your blood pressure is sky high. You know what I'm saying? You breathe, you can't breathe when you walk. You can't, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. I mean, and like you said, these are real conversations that need to be had. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's a way, of course, to have these conversations if you're talking to someone directly. You don't have to be tactless, aka Kevin Samuels. You can have
right. I don't listen to him. I don't like his approach. What I've seen, I will say what I've seen. I have not seen all his content, but what I've seen, I have not liked.
No, because the thing is this: and what's funny is, and I know we're kind of going on a tangent, but not really. What's funny is that he's changed, because I've watched quite a bit of his stuff at this point.
Right.
He's changed. He still needs more tact, but not as much as before. He's not as harsh and aggressive as he used to be, because I think so many people have been telling him it's not what you're saying, because quite honestly, you are giving some fantastic information.
Right.
It's the way you're doing it. It's the extra jabs and insults that you slide in there when you're talking to someone that is really, it makes you cringe, and it's honestly heart-wrenching a lot of times, because, so he's giving good information, but he's changed. He's changed quite a bit. If you watch him now, it's still not good. I mean, one that I watched when he was talking to a young man, and I'm like, how do you know this man isn't suicidal? Because
you don't.
The things that you're saying, if I found out that this man went and jumped off a bridge after this, I would not be shocked.
Right.
That's how mean and heartless he was to this young man who was pretty much calling and asking advice and talking to him about these different things. And he was asking him, well, what makes you worthy? Why would anybody want to procreate with you?
What makes you worthy? I'm not understanding the question. Like,
it was just like, what? How do you say that to someone? And
do you think that people use this kind of logic as a basis, though, to put people in the friend zone? For example, what makes you worthy for me to procreate with you? Or is this just a one-sided, like a very minority sort of way of looking at things?
I don't know. I would like to think people aren't coming from a place of what makes you worthy, because it gets no more arrogant really than that.
Yeah. I don't plan to procreate with anyone that I believe I am worthy of the moment. I feel like I would be just wanting of it and hopeful of it. And that hope is mutual between the two of us. Now, worthiness, No, that's got nothing to do with procreation.
It's it's a whole other.
You know, I feel like I know what I'm kind of looking for, and you know, the obesity thing that I cannot rock with that. Another thing that has made me, you know, decide not to continue to pursue a romantic idea with someone is basically how they handle their stuff, how they handle their family, how they handle themselves in other social settings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I'm on the phone with you, I hear you yelling at your kids and you cussing and you're using like the F-bomb and stuff like that, huge turnoff. And those things could actually maybe get you even kicked out of the friend zone, period. Like, I'm not only gonna not pursue any relationship with you, but I'm gonna tell you goodbye. It's goodbye. It's good night. Cause I can't do, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may end up in the friend zone if perhaps maybe, you know, you just not gonna, I just know I'm gonna be miserable with you as a romantic partner, but we still have some camaraderie. We can still chat with each other. We can still, but you know, when I hear you doing things like you dropping the F-bomb with your kids, or, you know, if I see you not like, you're not trying to make yourself better, you're not trying, like, you can be in a poor position financially, whatever the case may be. That's not the issue for me. The issue is, what are you doing? How are you progressing? Are you making progress? Do you have the goal? Do you have the desire to become more, to do better? It's not about where you are per se. So, you know, I've been attracted to women who are plus size, but and they have said, hey, I'm working this out. I'm working on my diet. I'm working on exercise. I'm this and I'm that, you know, and that's making me hopeful. That's making me, and that hope attracts me. You know what I'm saying? So, but for somebody to be like, nah, I'm just order a pizza from Pizza Hut and some fries and a milkshake, and, you know, I just can't. I can't do that. Yeah. People call me picky all the time. I get told that I'm picky. I am not picky. But I just won't settle for just anything. You need to try to do things with yourself. You need to try. That's all I'm really looking for. I'm not looking for you to be what you're trying to be, but I'm looking for you to try to be what you're trying to be.
I got you. Yeah, I got you in the end. But to me, you know, that's important because you seem to know exactly what you want.
Right.
You seem to know exactly what you want. And I think the problem is, quite honestly, when a lot of times, I'm not going to say all the time, but a lot of times when, you know, someone has been friends with someone for a long time, right? And they've already put them in the friend zone at the beginning of that friendship or relationship. They already put them in the friend zone. You're at a place of immaturity in terms of knowing what you want. Like, really what you want. I'm not talking about, oh, you know, he needs to be 6'2" and then the heck. No.
Right.
I'm talking about what you want in terms of a partner, in terms of a life partner, right? You don't know what you want. You have no idea. You wouldn't know it if it slapped you in the face, right?
Truly.
But time goes on and you mature and you turn around and it's like, oh, hey, same person.
Right.
It's just, you know, you've matured and you've changed. Right. And now you can see this person, you know, you differently. So the difference is, you know exactly what you're looking for. Some people don't know what they're looking for. They not truly, not anything of substance. You know, not you don't know anything of substance. And I remember when we were doing the singles ministry together.
Yep.
And we were talking about making lists. And I get so frustrated and irritated. And I said, I want you to take that list and tear it up and throw it away.
Yeah.
Because it's hindering you.
Yeah.
Anything that is that important is here in your heart. You don't need to write it down. Everything that is that important in terms of what you want in a mate, you don't need to refer to it on a piece of paper. It's here and it's here.
Yeah.